So guys, we're going to continue with the ecosystems, and today we're going to start with the terrestrial ecosystems. Right, so terrestrial ecosystems are located in continents and islands, okay, includes all the land of the earth. All the organisms that live here in the terrestrial ecosystems live surrounded by air, okay, so they're going to find it easier to obtain oxygen than the aquatic animals. Aquatic living beings in general. At a global scale, okay, we talk about 3 zones, okay, which I'll talk about later on. Terrestrial ecosystems occupy less space in the Earth than aquatic, okay? The Earth is not known as the blue planet, and that's because 2/3 of the Earth is water, okay? So the terrestrial ecosystems in reality is going to be the least of the ecosystems of the Earth. But on the other hand, the diversity inside the terrestrial ecosystems is much bigger because the biotopes and the biocenosis are much bigger, are greater. Okay, this is because the abiotic factors are much bigger and they change much more than the aquatic ecosystems. Okay, now these biotic factors are mainly 2: temperature and precipitation. Now the temperature changes a lot. Okay, we usually talk about the average temperature during the year, but in occasions it varies tremendously. Okay, in Spain, in Madrid, to be more specific. Okay, in winter we can get up to -10 degrees, and in the summer up to 45. Okay, that's more than 50 degrees variation. That's never going to happen in an aquatic ecosystem. Okay. Now, temperature changes mainly because of 2 factors. The first one is the latitude. Okay, so ecosystems that are closer to the equator usually are going to have higher temperatures than those that are in the poles. Okay, that usually are colder. The other main factor is going to be the altitude. So when we've got when we go up in altitude, the temperature goes down, and when we go closer to the sea level, the temperature usually goes up. The other main factor is the precipitation. Now this one doesn't follow parameters as stable as the temperature. The amount of the precipitation we studied in a previous unit was the amount of rain or water that falls in an area in a certain period of time. Now, the precipitation is influenced by several things, depending on the climatic zone. Okay, we can see in parts of the Earth that are more or less in the same latitude have completely different variation of water. Okay, it's going to depend as well on if it's close or not to the coast, if it's of the altitude, of the ocean currents, of the air currents. Okay. It depends on lots of factors, okay? So we can't really explain it as easy as we explain the temperature. In the following classes, we'll go into the different types of ecosystems, but as I said before, we are talking about 3 main zones, okay? We talk about the cold, the medium, and the warm zones, okay? And this gives us lots of different ecosystems. Okay, we've got from places where it rains very little, like the tundra or the desert, but they change a lot in temperature, or places that rain a lot. Okay, like we can talk about the tropical forest, all right, or coniferous forest, but the temperatures are completely different as well. Okay, so we'll go into them and see the different characteristics of each one. Hope to see you soon, guys.